fellow timeout lovers and sports lovers, and welcome to another episode of Timeout, a show anybody can watch about sports, stats, facts, and everything in between. From a fan point of view, I'm your host Charlie, so let's go get this ball rolling. Timeout. It's sports time. How did I miss that? Oh man, did we have some amazing games that happened yesterday and this weekend on Underdog Weekend. So, time out. It's sports time. We begin the day with last night's game as we had the undefeated woohoo Cincinnati Bengals going head on against J.J. Watt and his Texans. As Cincinnati's kicker Mike Nugent started off the game off right with a 42-yard field goal. Woohoo! Cincinnati gets the first roar in for the game. But then in the fourth quarter, DeAndre Hopkins from the Texans, their new secret weapon by the way, gets a 22-yard pass from quarterback T.J. Yates. The Houston Texans tackle the Bengals down to the floor with a low-scoring game of 10-6. The Bengals are no longer undefeated. Way to go, Texans. At the moment, there are no problems in Houston. The superstars of the night, on the Bengals side, we had Andy on fire Dalton with 197 yards and one interception, and finished for 22-38. Giovanni Bernard tried to have a decent night, but not really, with only 8 carries and 36 yards. And A.J. Green had 5 receiving, 67 yards, and a fumble. On those Texans side, woohoo! You had Brian Hoyer, quarterback for the Texans, before he got injured and got taken out of the game, with 123 yards, 1 interception, and finished 12-22. Jonathan Grimes had 6 carries and 33 yards. And finally, DeAndre secret weapon Hopkins had 5 receiving, 57 yards, and a Texans touchdown. Woohoo! On to the next game. We head to Sunday Night Football. Dun 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 dun. As we have the loudest and the noisiest team going out there, the Seattle Seahawks, going head on against their arch enemies, the Arizona Cardinals. As the game got going on the Cardinals side, as Michael Floyd of the Cardinals gets a 27-yard pass from Carson Palmer. But then the Seahawks screamed back with Doug Baldwin, their superstar, getting a 32-yard pass from quarterback Russell Wilson in the third quarter. But then in the fourth quarter, with only 1 minute and 58 seconds left on the clock, fellow timeout lovers, Andre Ellington, super special secret weapon for the Cardinals, goes off to the races with a 48-yard run to end the night with a victory of 39-32. Wow, way to go, Cardinals. Not easy beating Seattle in Century Lake Field. The superstars on the night, on the Seahawks side, we had quarterback Russell Wilson, who had 240 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, and finished for 14-32 had 6 carries as well as 52 receiving yards. Also on the Seahawks Superstars, we have Doug Baldwin with 7 receiving, 134 yards, and a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. On those Cardinals side, we have quarterback Carson Palmer with 363 yards, not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and finish for 29-48. Andre Secret Weapon Ellington had 5 carries, 61 yards, and a Cardinals touchdown. And can't forget about Larry Fitzgerald with 10 receiving, 130 yards. Woohoo! Way to go, Cardinals. On to the next game. We head to New Jersey as the New York Giants were going head-on against the undefeated New England Patriots. As the game got going with Patriots starting off the party in Jersey with tight end Scott Chandler getting a 1-yard pass from Tom Terrific Brady. But then the Giants came stomping back with their secret weapon, Odell Beckham Jr. Number 13, Mr. Superman, with that incredible catch last year, gets another insane catch with an 8-yard pass from quarterback Eli Manning to go off to the races. Woohoo! But then Rob Gronkowski tells them, no, not here, not now, with a 76-yard pass to end the day. With still the Patriots undefeated at 9-0, by the way, with a final victory of 27-26. Wow. Way to go, both teams. The Giants really had the Patriots sweating. So I got to give it credit where credit is due, and the Giants really had a heck of a day, and you really tried your hardest to stop the undefeated Patriots. The superstars on the Giants side was Eli's 2-ring Super Bowl Manning with 361 yards, not 1 but 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and finished for 26-42. And Rashard Jennings really shined with 11 carries and 39 yards. And can't forget about the secret weapon in New Jersey for those Giants, Odell Beckham Jr. with 4 receiving, 104 yards, and a Giants touchdown. On the Patriots side, you had Tom Terrific Brady with 334 yards, not 1 but 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, and finished for 26-42. And LeGarrette Blount had 19 carries, 66 yards, and a Patriots touchdown. Rob Gronkowski had 5 receiving, 113 yards, and of course, a Patriots touchdown. On to the next game. We head to St. Louis as the Rams were going head-on against my Chicago Bears. Woo-hoo! What a game this was, fellow timeout lovers. With the Rams getting the first blow to my Bears with their insane Superman, Todd Gurley, who just went nuts with a 6-yard run for a Rams touchdown. But then my Bears, oh man, did we roar back with new Bear Zach Miller getting an 87-yard pass from Jay Clutch Cutler. And the St. Louis Rams tried to come back in the third quarter with their kicker Greg Zungagitz with a 38-yard field goal. But my Bears roared back with a vengeance with rookie, because Matt Forte is out for right now. But that's okay because we got Jeremy Langford. Woo! We're happy we picked him up, getting a 6-yard run in to end the day in St. Louis with the Bears. victory of 37-13, winning our last not 1, not 2, but 3 games. Woohoo! Way to go, Bears. I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm excited to see what happens when we go against the Broncos next week. The superstars on the night, on the Rams side, we had quarterback Nick Foles with 200 yards, 1 interception, and finished for 17-36. And can't forget about that super stud Todd Gurley, who had 12 carries, 45 rushing yards, 1 Rams touchdown, 3 receiving, and 44 receiving yards. Wow, what a stud. On my Bears side, woohoo! We had Jay Clutch Cutler with 258 yards. Not 1, not 2 fellow timeout lovers, but 3 touchdowns. Woo! And finished for 19-24. Can't forget about Jeremy Langford, though, who had 20 carries, 73 rush yards, 1 Bears touchdown, 7 receiving, and 109 receiving yards. Woo-hoo! Go Bears! On to the final NFL game. We head to Philly as we have the Eagles hosting woo-hoo! The Miami Dolphins. As the game got going with the Eagles, as Josh Huff of the Eagles soars in and gets a victory with a 2-yard pass in from quarterback Sam Bradford. But then in the end of the second quarter, Lamar Miller, man, Dolphins was at a good pickup. Coming back with a vengeance, woohoo! With an insane 13-yard pass from quarterback Ryan Tannehill. And even kicker of the Eagles, Caleb Sturgis, which it's kind of funny, fellow timeout lovers, because Caleb Sturgis used to be the kicker for the Dolphins last year, before now we have Andrew Franks. But anyway, he got a 37-yard field goal. But those Dolphins still, woo-hoo, come up with a W, woo, with an ending score. Ready for this, timeout lovers? A nail-biting ending of 20-19. Wow, way to go, Dolphins. The superstars on the Eagles side was quarterback Sam Bradford with 236 yards and 1 touchdown. DeMarco Murray had 22 carries and only 61 yards. And Brent Clark had 4 receiving and 134 yards. On the Dolphins side, woohoo! We had quarterback Ryan Tannehill for 217 yards, not 1 but 2 touchdowns, and finished for 21-36. Jay Ajua had 6 carries and 48 yards, and finally Rashard Matthews, picked up on fantasy by the way, definitely helped me out, with 5 receiving and 93 yards. Wow! Talk about some awesome NFL games that happened yesterday and this weekend on Underdog Weekend. On to NCAA woo football as we head to the ACC as we have FSU hosting North Carolina State, with North Carolina State starting the party off with their kicker Kyle Bombard getting a 31-yard field goal. But the FSU's own Dalvin Cook came back with a vengeance with a 13-yard off to the races run to quiet the North Carolina State fans in the end of the first. And North Carolina tried to come back with, ready for this guys, Jacoby Brissett. If you don't remember him, he played for the Gators for a little bit. Now he's playing for North Carolina State. Good for him. He gets a North Carolina State touchdown. But it wasn't enough as FSU dominated the second, the third, and the fourth quarter, as Kermit Whitefield finished off the day with a 45-yard pass from quarterback Sean McGuire, with a final score of 34-17, having FSU go woo-hoo nuts. Way to go, Seminoles. On to my next college football game, we head to North Carolina as those Tar Heels went head-on against the U. As Carolina dominated this game completely, with the first quarter, Tar Heels Marcus Williams with a 10-yard run to get a Tar Heels touchdown, with the U only coming alive in the bottom of the third quarter, fellow timeout lovers, as Lawrence Kagger gets an 8-yard pass from Brad Kakia. But then in the middle of the fourth, Charles Brunison of the Tar Heels gets a 3-yard run in to end the game in Carolina with a victory of 59-21. Ouch. That's a rough one. On to the final game. We head to the SEC. As we have the South Carolina Gamecocks going head-on against my Florida Gators. Woo-hoo! Oh man, was this a good game, fellow timeout lovers, as the Gators really chomped and spit out the Gamecocks, as the Gators started the feeding early with Jordan Cronkite getting a 41, that's right, fellow timeout lovers, 41-yard pass from Gator quarterback Teron Harris. Woo-hoo! The Gamecocks finally came up for air in the fourth quarter as Farrell Cooper gets a 38-yard pass from quarterback Perry Orth. But it wasn't enough as the Gators' own Calvin Taylor, woo-hoo, goes ahead and finishes off the Gamecocks with a final score of 24-14. Woo-hoo! Wow, way to go Gators. Being 9-1, I am very impressed with you guys. Well, extra, read all about it, hot off the presses. Okay, fellow timeout lovers, so here on Timeout Sports, I have a simple question for you. Ladies and gentlemen, what is a catch? Now, if you look it up in the dictionary, a catch is defined as an intercept and to hold, something that has been through, propelled, and or dropped. Now, it seems simple, though after watching the Giants and Patriots game on Sunday at 4 o'clock and literally wanting to throw my remote at the stinking television with how many ridiculous, unbelievable calls that were happening with the referees, especially as far as the eye could see. Even if you were blind, you could see that Odell Beckham Jr. made that catch. And if you asked anybody not affiliated with the NFL if that was a catch, it absolutely, truly was. Okay? And then don't even get me started with the game that happened Sunday Night Football with the Cardinals and the Seahawks, where both sides were literally cursing out the referees for not figuring out how to do their stinking jobs. It's just annoying and unbelievable. Like, get it together, guys. I mean, honestly, it even got to the point where they forgot that the head office in New York called a timeout. Not the Seahawks, not the Cardinals, but the head referees, the head bosses in New York wanted to review the play and called a timeout, and the referees still didn't even pay attention to what was going on and went and still played the game. With the simple question being, what is a catch in the NFL this year? That may be a little too hard to answer, when it really, honestly, shouldn't be. What you watching? Okay, fellow timeout lovers, we have some awesome games happening on Takedown Tuesday, such as at 7:30 tonight in Miami. We have the Miami Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Miami Heat trying to fire up them T-Wolves. Or will the T-Wolves howl at the moon and change the temperature in Miami and get a victory? Tune in to find out. Also, you have it 10:30 tonight on NBA TV for you night owls. Woo! Man, do we have a great game with the undefeated, still champions of basketball, the Golden State Warriors, going head-on against the Toronto Raptors. Can the Warriors stay undefeated at 11-0, which is the first time they've ever been undefeated 11-0? Or will the Raptors rip and tear apart their undefeated season? Man, this is a game this timeout lover is definitely not going to miss. That's my show, fellow timeout lovers. Thanks for watching. If you really like what I'm talking about, then go and give me a thumbs up. Or if you really feel me, then why haven't you subscribed yet? Or you can always leave me a comment below the video here. And don't forget to hit me up on social media on Facebook at Charles Cowan Timeout, as well as Twitter at TimeoutNow87. Until next time, time out. Let's talk about some sports. Woohoo! Have an awesome Tear Down Tuesday.